Hi everyone, this is Stephanie with Creative Tidings, and I would like to show you how to make this card today. To make that card, we used 3 stamp sets. The work of art, we're using this shape and then the long shape there. The perpetual calendar, we used the stars. And the number of years stamp set, we used the TH and the happy. And the stars, I just stamped on the inside. We are going to use Night of Navy and Real Red ink. And then our paper, we're going to be using Night of Navy, which is a 5.5 by 8.5 and a scrap. The Whisper White, we do need 2 pieces, one of 5 3/4, which goes on the front, which is the smaller piece. The 5 1/4 by 4 goes on the inside. And then some scraps for the happy and the TH, and then some scraps of some dazzling diamonds. The accessories that we need, we're going to use the large number framelits, of course the 4 for the happy 4th. We're going to use dimensionals, the medium star punch, the Stampin'-A-Jig, and then just some stickies. And I needed a pretty wide sticky note to do the masking for this particular card. So if you don't have a big one, you can probably make one the size you need with 2 smaller ones. Alright, so let's get started. Stamp the front first. So the 5 the 5 by 3 3/4 piece we'll need first. We'll stamp the corner with in Night of Navy with this block. Okay. And now this is where the Stampin'-A-Jig comes in. Let's grab the Real Red ink pad and our stripe, our long and skinny stamp. So the Stampin'-A-Jig is 2 pieces. It's this to place the corners to help you with the alignment, and then the sheet, which has a smooth side and a rough side. The smooth side is for classic inks, and the rough side is actually for craft inks. So what you'll do is go ahead and line up the sheet, the corner of the sheet to the corner of the Stampin'-A-Jig. Ink up your stamp. And then firmly hold that down, and then place the block into the corner and press down until you get your image. Okay, and this is what you're going to use to eyeball where you need to place the stripes for the flag. Okay? Alright, now be careful when you are doing this not to touch that, because the ink will remain wet this whole time because it's on plastic. So let's, before I forget, get the sticky out and just mask off the edge here, because I don't want, on the first few stripes, I don't need the whole stripe. Okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and line this up. Let's start with placing your image where you want it, and then slip the Stampin'-A-Jig into that corner. Slip the Stampin'-A-Jig into the corner of your sheet there. Remove the sheet. Ink your stamp. Okay, let me make sure I remember which way I did it. It was this way. And okay. And then just go ahead and stamp it. Okay, see how the masking prevented the ink from getting on part of the front of the card. Now we're going to let that dry a little bit before we move on to the next stripe. Okay, and I do want 3 of them here, so I'm going to, watch my spacing and make sure that I have enough room for all 3 in there. Okay, before I move it, let me ink this up. flip this out. Okay. Alright, and then you'll just continue. Alright, and then you'll just continue. So now we'll put aside the Stamp-A-Majig. We are done with the red ink. Let's put that aside. And go ahead and pull off your sticky note, just making sure the ink is dry. And do be careful not to touch the ink so that you don't transfer onto your project. Okay, so here we have the front of the card. So grab your Night of Navy, the 5.5 by 8.5, and I had already pre-scored it at the 4 1/4 mark. It actually is nice to do just because you get a nice clean crisp fold. Alright, we're going to use some snail and attach the flag to the card front. Okay, and let's finish off the stamping with the Night of Navy. So the Night of Navy, we were going to use the happy and the TH. Grab your scraps. Stamp the happy and the TH. Okay. And then we're just going to trim it off. So now I'm going to attach those to the card front, but first I need the 4. So I'm going to grab my stamp, my Big Shot. So the Big Shot is you'll need to make your sandwich. You've got the magnetic plate, a cutting pad, your scrap of Night of Navy paper, and then your die. So place the 4 on there, another cutting pad, and then run it through. Okay, just pull out the 4, and we're going to attach it to the front with dimensionals. Now in this instance, because the image is so small, I am just taking little sections of dimensionals. So basically you'll just want to bring your scissors in and cut the large ones in half to create the size you would like. Because I just want to be able to pop the 4 up to give it a good lift on the card front. Alright, so I'm going to place it right here. Pull in the happy. Now the happy, I don't need a dimensional because I am just placing it on top of the 4. And the 4 is already raised up, so just doing that. And my TH, it's big enough I can use an entire dimensional. Just put that there. Okay, so grab your scraps of the Dazzling Diamonds glimmer paper and your star punch. Punch out a star. Attach to the corner blue piece with adhesive, and to finish it off, if you wish, grab the stars from the perpetual calendar and scatter them on the inside. And attach to the inside so that your message can be seen. And there you have it. So today we learned two things. How to do some masking using a sticky note, and how to use the Stampin' jig to make nice even lines for the stripes of our flag. Thank you for watching and have a happy 4th of July. Bye.